Oherwydd fe dderbyniais i oddi wrth yr arglwydd, yr hyn hefyd a draddodais i chwi, i'r arglwydd Iesu yn nos y brydychwyd ef gymryd bara, ac wedi ddyddiolch fe'i torodd a dywedodd, hwn yw fy nghorff sydd eich mwyn chwi. Gwnewch hyn cof amdanaf. Yr un modd hefyd fe gymerodd y cwpan ar ôl swper gan ddweud, y cwpan hwn yw'r cyfamod newydd yn fy ngwaed i. Gwnewch hyn bob tro ryfwch ef cof amdanaf. Oherwydd bob tro byddwch yn bwyta'r bara hwn ac yn yfed o'r cwpan hwn, yr ydych yn cyhoeddi marwolaeth yr arglwydd. I received from the Lord what I also delivered to you, that the Lord Jesus, on the night when he was betrayed, took bread, and when he had given thanks, he broke it and said, this is my body, which is for you. Do this in remembrance of me. In the same way also the cup after supper, saying, this cup is the new covenant in my blood. Do this as often as you drink it, in remembrance of me. For as often as you eat this bread and drink the cup, you proclaim the Lord's death until he comes. The length and breadth of this diocese and the Church in Wales and Christendom as a whole, people are meeting around the Lord's table to commemorate the Holy Eucharist, that great thanksgiving, the great prayer of the Church, which reminds us of Jesus' death, passion, his resurrection, his ascension into heaven, and the promise that he will come again into the world. This is a prayer not only of thanksgiving, it is one of eternal remembrance. As we break the bread, we remember Jesus' eternal sacrifice for each and every one of us. What sacrifice do we make as we come and kneel before the Lord today? As we come and remember on this night when he did this wonderful thing to his disciples, calling them to ministry, calling them to be servants, calling them to service. How many of us are prepared to be of service to one another and to him? Maundy Thursday is a time for me of healing and reconciliation. It is a time of reflection as we think of Jesus in the Garden of Gethsemane. How many of us are prepared to watch and pray with him? As we are in our preparations at this time, as we are looking towards Easter, let us prepare our hearts to receive him into our whole lives. Let us, as we contemplate the Eucharist, contemplate that communion with God, that drawing closer to God, that being at one with God, and remember with all our hearts that Christ has died, Christ is risen, and Christ will come in glory.